Fad diets have become extremely popular in our society that encourages a slimmer body type. Fad diets you may have heard of in recent years include the Atkins diet, the military diet, and our topic of discussion today, the keto diet. The keto diet is primarily used for people who are trying to lose weight quickly, but the effectiveness of this diet is highly debated. So what is the keto diet? The keto diet is keeping your body in ketosis. Natalie Helms, marketing communications specialist at UChicago Medicine, in her article, Ketogenic Diet, What is the Risk?, published by UChicago Medicine, June 20th, 2019, explains ketosis is a metabolic adaptation to allow the body to survive in a period of famine. Your body will break down ketone bodies, a fuel the liver produces from fat, instead of sugar or glucose from carbohydrates. So this is basically explaining how when you eat carbohydrates or glucose on a normal day, that is what is burned for your energy and your fuel. But if you're not putting those carbohydrates into your body and your body can't break down the glucose, then your body's going to start breaking down your fat to have energy. It also mentions ketone bodies, which are really important in tracking your progress along ketosis. If you want to check where you're at in ketosis, there are 2 devices over here that can help you do that by using your ketone bodies. So these are keto sticks. They're little slices of paper that can detect the ketones in your urine, and they give you a shade, and that shade of color shows you where you're at in ketosis. So you kind of have an idea of when your body's going to fully go into ketosis. The device over here is typically used by diabetics to track their glucose intake and their blood sugar. According to Dawn McKean, award-winning journalist, in her article, What is Keto and Does It Work?, published in the New York Times on January 2nd of 2020, for ketosis, a typical adult has to stay below 20 to 50 grams of net carbohydrates measured as total carbs minus fiber each day. It is really important if you're going on this diet to research where you need to be at with your net carbs, because it can really affect how much you eat in a day. Also know how to calculate your net carbohydrates, because it can kind of neutralize an item if it's high in carbs and high in fiber, and then you would be able to eat it. But if it's just high in carbs and low in fiber, then you would not be able to eat it without being kicked out of ketosis. So make sure you know where you're at with different foods with net carbohydrates. Wajid Masood, a American Board of Medicine certified MD, describes the origin in his article, Ketogenic Diet, that was published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine, February 18th, 2020. He says that Russell Wilder first used the ketogenic diet to treat epilepsy in 1921. Corinne Miller goes on to explain, she's a health and wellness author, and in her article, Yes, the Keto Diet Can Actually Help You Lose Weight, published in Women's Health magazine on December 31st, 2019, she says that's because ketones and another chemical produced by the diet called hydroburate can help minimize seizures. So at first, the keto diet really stayed within the medical field, and it didn't really go outside of that, but people started realizing the weight loss and how we're told all the time that carbs are bad and carbs are what made you gain weight, and it started adapting into a fad diet. Obviously, since the keto diet originated in the medical field, there are some health benefits to being on the keto diet. Diabetes can be helped with the keto diet because with type 2 diabetes, sometimes it goes hand in hand with obesity, and losing weight can help assist in your process of controlling it. So it does help you drop weight fast. And even if you aren't struggling with obesity or being overweight, it can also help you just track the amount of glucose that you're intaking. Seizures are also helped by keto. Like we said, that the keto diet was originally formed for epilepsy. So the ketone bodies and the beta hydroxybutyrate does help control seizures. Weight loss is the other big one. That's why many people do take on the keto diet, is to lose weight quickly. And though it is not for sure a permanent solution. It does start to help you lose weight. Heart health is another important benefit of keto. If you eat healthy while you're on keto and eat the right fats that are healthy fats like your omega-3s, you're going to have better heart health and less risk for cardiovascular disease. But Northwestern Medicine authors quote Dr. Kasari Majati, an MD at Northwestern Medicine Bloom Cardiovascular. He says, in practice, many people eat high amounts of saturated fat, which could increase cardiovascular disease risk. So it is really important that you decide what foods you're going to eat on the diet with a smart mind, because even though it can